Hi everyone, this is Rachel.
And this is Christine. Welcome to The Thrive, a podcast for working moms.
And we're talking to all of the moms out there, working from home, working a 9 to 5, working as a CEO of your household, because at the end of the day, all moms are working moms.
And we invite you to share in our stories, celebrate the victories, laugh through the tough times, get advice, and to know that we aren't alone, to thrive in our everyday life. Hey ladies, it's Christine and Rachel.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. This is episode 5.
5.
We are really trying to stay consistent with this, and we are just so excited for everyone that has, ran into us in person and said, hey, I listened. I was with my family over Easter, and a cousin that I don't see often actually told me that she has been listening on her commute.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, I was like, that's so cool. I'm so glad that, you think it's interesting, and even if it's just, to make you laugh,
right,
on your drive.
I saw a few friends from Easter, and they had not listened because they didn't know about it, which I find surprising because I feel like I've put it out there. And so both of them had long drives, and they said that they were going to listen. So,
oh, that's awesome.
Shout out, girls.
Yeah. So we just want to say thanks. It's been awesome having the support of, family and friends and people as we decided to launch into this. And yeah, it's been so much fun. And later we'll be sharing a little bit about some upcoming guests that we have.
Dun, 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 dun. Stay tuned.
Yeah, we're really excited. So today we're just going to jump into a few different topics. One of the things we wanted to talk about today is milestones.
Because we had one in the Campbell house.
Yes. So tell me about it.
Okay. So I've mentioned before my daughter's not rolling ability. Well, she's rolling just in time for her 9-month well checkup.
Hey, she is just doing things on her own terms.
She is, but as soon as I show up for 9 months and I'm all ready to, shout from the rooftop that she can roll, that's not really a topic of conversation. Now they want to know if she can stand up and if she can crawl. I'm like, no, she just learned to roll yesterday. But now she can roll without the bribe of puffs in front of her. She just does it on her own, so it's very exciting. My husband and I feel like we've accomplished something great in the world of parenting because she's rolling.
Oh my gosh. I feel like every kid, though, you really just have to accept that they do things sort of at their own pace.
Right.
I have been dealing with the same struggle when it comes to talking because our first child did everything very quickly and she was really talkative from a young age. And Rowan, I love her, but she says very little, and it's almost frustrating because there's times where she does say things, but she is really not she's just not into showing off. If I hear her say something and I'm really excited about it, Kyle will come home and I'll be like, oh my gosh, say puppy, what's the puppy say? And I swear that earlier in the day, she was like, woof, woof, and she had tried to say puppy, and she won't do it when you want her to. And when you're trying to show her off a little bit,
my friend just said that this weekend. She said babies always fail with their party tricks when you're actually at the party or when your husband comes home.
Oh my gosh.
Because Nora started waving on Easter. So she was eating and she did a little wave more than her normal, slamming her hand down to show that she wants food. And I was worried that when we met up with our family that she wouldn't wave at them, but she did. So yeah, she really showed up there. But that must be frustrating because she can talk, and I'm sure there are times where Reagan comes in and talks for her or just is a little bit louder.
Yeah, and I think the older she gets, the more I realize maybe Reagan really just was a show off because she would do things. If you told her to do them, she would be excited to do them or say them. I guess that's just her personality. I mean, not a lot has changed.
Do you feel like in other areas, Rowan just kind of beats to the drum, beats to the...
Walks to the...
Beats to the...
How does that go? Marches to the beat of her own drum.
Yeah, that. Do you feel like Rowan does that at other times where she doesn't really... She just kind of does her own thing. Do you feel like that's her personality?
I feel like she does sometimes. And it is fun, as they get older, to see how... they are playing together more and they really are interacting more, which is fun. But those first milestones are so exciting. So how was everything else at the 9 months? Everything else was good?
Everything else was good. She did well, got a little finger prick, really didn't seem to bat an eye at that, but then was tired after, I think because we just came home and she was able to relax and took a really long nap. And I think it took a little energy out of her. But she's doing well, and we'll work on those next steps, all of which you've been through twice before. So you're an expert at these milestones.
Oh my gosh. I feel like no one's ever an expert, though. I think a lot of it is just, for me, like, I remember my mother-in-law made the comment when we just had Reagan. She's like, you're like the most laid-back first-time mom. And I think a lot of it's because my sisters both had kids. My family's pretty close, and I had been an aunt for so long, and I hear my sisters talk about the things their kids do, or, I don't know if it's just because, I do like kids. I've always been into babysitting when I was younger or whatever, so some people just don't know a thing about kids, and I feel like when they have their own, it's like, oh my gosh, what do I do?
Well, that's very much your personality, too.
Yeah, like, I think I'm pretty easygoing anyway, and then I think because I was like, I know they're not breakable. Like, I've played around with I've played with my nephews and nieces, and I know that, like, they are tougher than they look sometimes.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
You just roll with it, and that's good. I think that's what moms need, and moms who are worried, maybe me, just need other people around them to remind them that they will do things on their own time and just to relax and enjoy the stage they're in. And so I try to do that, and that's very helpful. I definitely need to hear that from time to time. So I know she'll figure it out.
It's so true, because when I had Reagan, she was born in May. Oh my gosh, I'm saying this like I can't remember when her birthday is. So yeah, she'll be 3 soon.
Oh my goodness.
But my nephew, my sister's son, was born in February. So they're about, March, April, May, 3.5, closer to 4 months apart, because he's like beginning of February, she's end of May. And it was funny because he was a chunky little baby. And he was very much like Nora in that he just did things on his own time.
That's her.
Like, he took forever to roll. Then he was sitting up, and he was like so sweet with like sitting and playing with toys. And I felt like mentally, like, he was really like interactive. Like, he was really into things, and it was so fun. And then I had my child, who was just all over the place. I think Reagan actually started like scooting around and like pulling up on things before she could sit. Wow. So they were so opposite. And I feel like by about 1.5, it completely equaled out. Yeah. She started walking real early, and some of the other stuff, like the speech and stuff, came pretty quick. But he is just so smart, and the walking and like the motor skills took a little longer. But I swear it's just because he was heavier. I think he just had more weight to push around, and Reagan was tiny.
Nora. Yeah, she's got a lot to roll over. But now that she knows she can do it, I feel like I can tell she's excited. Like, she'll roll over, and when she's done it, she looks at me and has a really big smile on her face because she's excited that she was able to figure something out. And so I know it'll come, and I know she'll learn whatever she needs to learn next, and we'll keep encouraging her, give her puffs if she needs, but
oh my gosh,
she'll figure it out.
You actually, I think you posted a video of her rolling, and like you kind of put a puff on one side, and we're like, "Come over here, Nora, come over here." And I wanted to like hashtag like we'll roll for puffs.
She will roll for puffs.
That was awesome.
So how was your day? Did you do anything fun?
Well, oh my gosh, I feel like I've just had one of those weeks where I shouldn't say it didn't go according to plan, but because of a few changes to the schedule, I didn't have my sitter on Monday this week, and so I was home with the girls the whole day. I've been able to get a lot done during their nap times, which is great. Like, they have taken decent naps.
Thank you, girls.
Oh my gosh, seriously. But I feel like now that I'm used to having a sitter a few days, like, you probably, well, Nora's younger, so maybe you don't feel the same way. But if you had toddlers and you worked full time, and then all of a sudden you were home with them for like 4 or 5 days, you'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm going crazy.
Yeah, I could totally see that.
Yeah, it's only been a few days for me this week, but I just had one of those days where I was like, please, Kyle, come home.
I need
like,
you
all day long is fine. But then once it's past like the 5 o'clock hour, and it's like, okay, I got them breakfast. I got them lunch. Now I'm getting them dinner. It's like, when are you going to be home to help me? And I totally get that, my husband is a hardworking guy. But sometimes I think us moms need a little bit of a break. Just a little relief.
Part of it that I feel lately is just the repetition of everything, that you're just on this wheel of doing the same things over and over again. And as soon as the kitchen gets clean, you make a mess again, or as soon as the laundry gets done, there's more. And so I'm trying not to get too much in my head about that it's always the same things over and over again, because I know that's life. Yeah. But it can become a little bit overwhelming when you're just trying to, breathe and feel a sense of accomplishment, or, even in your case, just have time to enjoy your girls, but there's things that need to get done. It can be a hard balance, but
yeah. Oh, it can. Actually, I wanted to share. So I took like 10 minutes just to do life by myself for a moment today.
10 minutes?
10 minutes.
What?
I don't know if I needed to go to the bathroom. I don't even remember what I was doing. I was back in my bedroom because I think I was like putting some laundry away. Speaking of, on a side note, I have done so much laundry over the past like 4 days because all last week I had no washer. And when you have, like my husband is in a dirty business and I have 2 toddlers. So I almost do laundry, I'd say like every other day. Like it's not unusual to like, well, I try to do it like every few days so it doesn't get like piled up. But it is not unusual to have to do like an emergency load here or there because there's paint all over something.
We do a lot of laundry, so
yeah, you gotta blow out, grab a few things, and do a whole load of laundry. Yeah,
don't go upstairs. My landing upstairs just has piles of clothes that are clean, and I find that an accomplishment that they're sorted. They're not folded or put it away, but
they're clean.
They're clean.
I felt so far behind because I had nothing that was even clean. I told Kyle like we needed to get a part for our washer. Oh, because our pet rabbit chewed through the drain line hose.
Rachel.
No big deal.
Okay, I'm all for animals, but maybe I don't let Bumper find some greener pastures.
No. Bunnies are good pets.
No, I know.
We've moved him.
He seems really good.
He's in a new part of the house now, so he can't get behind the washer and chew stuff.
So he's right where he needs to be.
Yeah, hopefully.
So what happened? You went to, I diverge here. You went to do laundry or some kind of adult thing?
Yes. So I was putting things away today because I have a million things to put away. I swear it wasn't more than 10 minutes. I left my kids alone. I thought they were watching Land Before Time, which has really kept them busy the past few days. We discovered that YouTube has like full half-hour episodes.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fantastic. But anyway, they weren't watching it. I came out to my kitchen and we have like the sink, like the nozzle that like you can pull down to like rinse your sink out. What's that piece called?
A hose?
I don't know.
I'm looking at it.
Like when your faucet is like the sprayer hose thing and your regular faucet combined.
Yeah. We're doing hand gestures here, but y'all can't see that. So you know what we mean.
You know what we're talking about. We might just have to post a picture on the Instagram.
of a faucet, in case you don't know what a faucet looks. The kind that pulls.
Well, it's
like
the one that pulls down. And like it's kind of, I don't know if it's magnetic or just like spring released. I don't know. But it usually like kind of sucks it back in and it like goes back into place.
Mine does not. So
well,
you probably have one like mine.
Mine clearly did not.
What happened?
While I thought they were watching Land Before Time, they somehow got into the sink. Reagan pushes chairs around all the time to like get up on the counter or to get what she needs. And Rowan has started copying. That is the downside of having 2 children very close in age, is that Rowan is very quickly learning all of these bad things. So the 2 of them somehow got into the sink and the whole kitchen floor was soaked because the stupid pull down thing did not get sucked back up in. It didn't like clip back in, so it was like hanging there and it was kind of tilted.
You need to go write a review for that sink.
I think it's a Kohler. I remember we upgraded and I was, like I even upgraded to whatever like the guy at Home Depot sold us, and we were like, yes, if we get this name brand one, it has a warranty, it'll be great.
He doesn't have toddlers.
No, it's definitely not toddler safe because the stupid thing sprayed the opposite direction since it wasn't like, sucked back in. Yeah. It somehow sprayed out of the sink. And so it wasn't just like they spilled some water. Like, I don't know how long it was on, but it sprayed out of the sink, water all over the floor.
Where were the girls when you came in? They're just
in the kitchen playing in the water.
They got their boat and they started to sail
No, it wasn't
around.
that much water. It wasn't that much.
But you just enjoyed the fact that your girls are getting along and they were playing together.
Oh my gosh.
So sweet.
Well, at least the floor is clean. But that is
silver lining.
Hashtag mom fail of the week.
Oh, mom fails. I have one for you.
I can't wait to
hear it. So 9-month well visit. Nora gets a finger prick. She did fine. The nurse like, I'm going to put this Band-Aid on. As she's putting on the Band-Aid, it's one of those fingertip ones. I said to her, like, wow, that's a really large Band-Aid because they don't make fingertip Band-Aids for
if they made small ones.
Infants. No, it's just a normal one. So Nora has it on her finger. She's looking at it like, what is this on my hand? And she's in the car still looking at it. And then we came home and she, where did I put her? Down on the carpet. I don't know what I was doing. And I came back and she's just sitting there and I saw something in her mouth and I'm like, what? What's in your mouth? Did I just give you food? And I like try to fish it out and she wasn't really letting me get in there. It's the Band-Aid.
Oh my gosh. She got it off?
She got it off. She must have eaten it off. Now, she didn't swallow it, but That could have been so bad. And I'm like, okay,
man.
mental note, this is my baby's first finger Band-Aid, and we should have just taken that off a lot sooner. She does put everything in her mouth, but I don't know.
Thought it would stick.
Safe.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I felt really bad. And so that was more of like what could have happened, and I missed it, and I try to be very vigilant with whatever she's doing, and I just failed on that.
Well, it was kind of like a mom save, too.
Oh, you're so sweet. Hashtag mom save.
Yeah.
Your kitchen could have been a lot worse.
But I saved it. Maybe instead of mom fails, these are actually mom saves.
Okay, we just turned this around. We turned this ship around. Pun intended.
Oh my gosh, I love it. So since we were talking about milestones, I'm actually really excited this week. I have like a sprinkle I'm going to for someone that's having a little boy.
For those of you who may not know, sprinkle, the other version of a shower, if you're on like your second or third baby and you still want to have a little celebration, you get a sprinkle instead of a shower.
Only in this case, it actually is her first baby.
So just kidding. You can also have a sprinkle for a first baby.
We're just calling it a
little bit
sprinkle
low-key.
because I think she's already had like a shower.
Oh, okay.
And so she's in my business group. So we're just doing like a small little
sprinkle.
Something.
Secondary shower.
Yeah, secondary shower, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I'm excited because I have that. And later this week, I have a first birthday party to go to. So it's like a lot of little get-togethers.
You're so social. I love it.
Well, I mean.
How soon do you have to start to plan a first birthday?
Well, that's a really good question because I've done this twice now.
You have?
The one thing I really love, I want to say in another life, if I could have any dream job, or if we lived in like a really big city, I would love to have like a party planning business.
That'd be so great.
But I feel like in this area, it probably wouldn't pay that well.
I don't know. I mean, I've done wedding planning. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I work with my wedding coordinator to do like day of coordination. Super fun, but only for weddings, not parties.
Yeah,
but it is really fun.
Weddings are very like big in this area because of so many of the venues. In fact, I know this is a side note, but we got married at the Booking House, which is in Mannheim.
We looked at that place. That's really nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and I know there's actually a lot of. I'm friends with the daughter of the owners, and she has mentioned that they have brides from like New York and New Jersey that come and they think it's a steal to get married at one of these gorgeous venues here because the same type of place in the city would be like 4 times the cost.
I worked with a bride who was from the city as well, and I probably for the same reason. And obviously we have a lot of more open farmlands and
beautiful places to take
beautiful
pictures
venues,
and things like
much
that.
different.
Yeah. But anyway, first birthdays.
Okay, first birthday.
I love planning parties. So
what you're telling me is you want to plan Nora's picnic Chick-fil-A first birthday.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
Is that your theme?
I think so, because her dad and I like Chick-fil-A.
I love it. And then you could just do the Chick-fil-A catering and like.
I know. Well, that's why, because we saw a truck somewhere once and I said to Robert, oh, that's probably for a first birthday. Yeah. And I was right. We went by later.
Gosh.
The house had a number 1 balloon outside.
Aww.
Yeah. I was like, I knew it. They're getting
That's a crazy
Chick-fil-A.
talent you have. Like knowing what things are for.
What?
It could have been a retirement party. It could have been, first communion. I don't know.
Sixth sense. When I see a Chick-fil-A truck, I know what it's for. P.S. I have not been to Chick-fil-A since we recorded last and you told me about the books. Oh, but I want to ask for a book because we could order her a Happy Meal. Or it's probably not called that. A kid's meal. A kid's meal. Anyway.
Yeah. So first birthday.
First birthday.
Back to the topic we've been trying to talk about.
Right.
No, we don't have any specific notes laid out here, but I would say if you're going to do something big, you really just need to plan as far in advance as, the type of venue that you want. If you're doing something small and it's only at your home, then you don't have much to worry about other than, your food and making sure you invite people on time, give people at least a couple weeks notice.
Yeah,
but I think the biggest thing for us was with Reagan's first birthday, we had it at our house, but with Rowan's, we actually had it at our church. We had it at Worship Center.
I was there.
Yeah, you were there.
That was so nice.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun with her birthday.
Oh, that was really good. That seems like a long time ago.
It does. Oh. Yeah, it does seem like a long time ago, but we actually really liked doing it there because, Worship Center is just so big. They had such a great space for it. But nice. I like to go a little over the top with parties. I love parties. And so my in-laws, they had offered as their gift for the party, they paid for a face painter to come. And so that was so fun because we did princess theme and I said on the invites to like dress up, come in your princess gear, and then the lady that did the face painting, you know, made people princesses or whatever they wanted to be. And yeah, that was a ton of fun. Like I really enjoyed her party.
That. Yeah, you did a really good job with it because it was special and it was exciting, but not too over the top. You were just it was just perfect. A great mix of decorations and food and things for kids to do.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. If you're having a party for a kid, I haven't been to like any, what I would say like a stuffy party, but I know there's people that do have parties for kids and they have them at places that like aren't really that kid friendly. Yeah. It's like if you're having a party for a kid, have it somewhere that they can have fun and their friends will come. And
I think a first birthday is a celebration as the parents that you made it a year. So somewhere that you can relax. I've been to just a few first birthdays, one in a park and then at someone's home. And both of those, at least in my observation, that the parents were able to enjoy it and talk to their friends and the babies were allowed to play and there was space for them. And it wasn't somewhere that they had to do too much work for it. So it seemed like a good fit for them.
Yeah, I think that would be like my biggest tip is like consider the kids as much as like you want to enjoy the party too. Don't have it somewhere that the kids won't be able to have fun because it's more for you than it is for them. Right. Like if you want to have a party like for yourself, then just have a party for yourself.
Which I don't think we do enough of.
I know. So, oh my gosh, we should totally talk about things we love and things we don't.
Love, don't love. Truth be told, I was thinking about it this week, and all that was really coming to my mind was my don't love, but then I think I have a love. Which should I start?
Well, share your love.
My love. I love road trips. I love going anywhere in the car with my family, even any amount of distance. This weekend we went to my parents in New Jersey, but then there have been times where we've gone down to visit my brother in South Carolina, which is a very long road trip.
Oh, that's long.
But I just love being in the car. I feel like that time just together without any interruptions or listening to podcasts or music and reading articles out loud to each other. And Nora's a pretty good traveler, so that makes it easy. But even when Robert and I were dating, we would take little trips places. And because when we were first dating, I kind of sometimes worried that we didn't have enough to talk about. Ironic.
Would you like write down topics or something?
No, but we would Google like things to ask your significant other. And so we would just ask questions the whole car ride. And that's what we would talk about. So it was
that's so fun though.
Yes. And so we'll still do that sometimes, like just, getting to know you questions, even though we know each other.
Oh, I like to do, this is so dumb. Kyle and I shouldn't say Kyle and I think he gets so annoyed. But I love to do like, would you rather type questions?
Yes.
And he'll be driving and be like, oh, I can't think of anything. And I'll be like, well, I have another one.
When we were in South Carolina recently for Christmas, I was doing would you rathers with my dad, and he's kind of like me. Like, I don't like the hypothetical, and he just could not pick would you rathers. And they were just things like that he wouldn't like to do either of them. So he was like, well, just neither of those. But no, that is not how you play the game.
You have to pick one.
You have to pick, and he just couldn't. So my mom would pick, and like, this is probably what he would want. Okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
So anyway, that is my love, road trips. What do you love?
Well, one of the things I really love, and it ties into the whole Milestones thing, because, I don't know, I'm just on, like, baby on the brain. Not trying to hint at anything. It's because I've been doing all the shopping this
you have
week.
a lot going on.
So one of the things that I wanted to say that I love is, like, getting to support a local business if I'm getting a gift or getting something special. So for this sprinkle, I volunteered to get the cake. And I was like, well, I could just stop and get something at Oregon Dairy because it's on the way. And Oregon Dairy is also local. I mean, it would have been totally fine place to get the cake. But I wanted to get something like a little more special. So I ordered a cake from Baker's Table, which is at the Cork Factory.
Yeah.
And I just love supporting like little bakeries and places like that. I actually went downtown then to get a small gift at Bellaboo.
I've never been there, but I hear great things. I know I need to go.
It's beautiful. Like I just go in there and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I wish that my nursery looked like this. I wish I had all of these things. Like I wish these were the toys my children played with.
Yeah.
I wish I had $1 million to buy them.
Then they're doing a great job because
it's beautiful. Like I can't say enough good things about it. Like just as a mom, like I love that a lot of the brands they sell are European and they have a little bit of higher standards when it comes to quality control and things like that. So yeah, you know that the products that you get there, they do cost a little bit more.
But like you said, you're supporting a local business and you know it's quality and you can trust it and that's important.
And like the products they carry are really nice. Just the brands they have, I really like. If you wait for things to go on sale, you can get some really good deals there. They have a really cool book selection and just like the cute little, like the little birthday outfits. You have a daughter.
Yeah.
So the cute little tutus, and like I got Rowan like a little, like the little birthday hat that had like the little number 1 on it.
Yeah.
And like the little, like the tulle, like bunting to go around the high chair
Love
for
it.
her first birthday.
See, I need to
Got
start
all
writing
of that
ideas.
stuff there. So yeah, those were little things that I bought like way in advance because like I said, it's not the cheapest place, but I do like that the stuff they carry is high quality and it's a really, really nice place to get gifts. So that's where I decided to go for gifts. And I talked about this on a previous podcast, how I was obsessed with the amber teething necklace.
Oh, so good.
And I think I even remember saying like, I was just not prepared with teething. And I wish that teething gifts, I wish I had gotten things for teething, like at my showers.
Yes.
So that's one of the things I bought. I decided that I would get her prepared.
That's good that you remembered that.
Yeah.
I love that you go to local businesses. And I appreciate that because whenever you talk about places you go, that reminds me that I need to get out there and do more local businesses.
I know, but you go to local places too, and I just like hearing from people like, oh, I tried this place or tried that place.
My favorite as of late is out here in Landisville, Always Never Done, amazing little refurbished boutique.
That's
the owner, Amy, redoes beautiful pieces of furniture. We actually have one in our guest room, a dresser that she refinished. Such good quality. And then she has other cute little signs and gifts. And she does have a line of some teeters and bibs there, decorations, plants, just baskets. So many fun things. And they're always getting in new inventory. So I just like popping in there on like a Sunday afternoon and just seeing what they have and walking through.
That's so fun.
It's
Don't
probably
they do
like
classes? Is that the place that does
they
the classes?
do. And we
have talked about doing one of these classes
where she'll actually show you how to redo a piece of furniture, and you just bring a piece of furniture that you have. I have some extras, so if we go, I will give you
need something.
an end table.
Yes,
perfect.
Or I'll just do it for you. You want a matching set? I'll paint one and you paint the other.
Yeah, but it's such a good business, and she's so nice, and I love going in there and seeing all the things that she has in stock. So love local businesses. Cool.
Yeah, we do need to shout out one more place. I think that I told you about this place, and I love that you went and bought things for your new house. Calico Creek.
Yes.
I love it. It's another place I go in and I want to buy everything.
Okay, so if you guys you've probably been by Calico Creek on Route 30 by the Target, like the outlets, the old Route 30. Is that how you would describe it?
Yeah. And there's also, they have a second location out in like Denver. Like my mom goes to that one because it's near where my dad
had driven by it for years and have never gone in. And then you told me that sign you had in your house was from there. I'm like, let me pop in. I think Robert and I went there one day. As soon as I walked in the door, I thought, I am home.
Yeah.
This is where I need to come all the time. It's beautiful.
Yes. And from the outside, it doesn't look like anything real fancy. But I love that they even carry some clothing now. And like the clothing that they carry is so cute. It goes with like my style.
Right.
And it's affordable. Like honestly, I think their prices are really reasonable.
They are. And they even have, so they have furniture and signs, plants, dish thing, like towels, but they also have like little drawer pulls or things that you can add to a piece that you're working on. Yes.
In fact, they have like photo stands. Back when I was really crafty.
You're crafty.
I made a clock for Kyle for our very first Christmas. We decided we weren't buying each other gifts, but like this is back when we were dating and I did cutesy things. And I think I found it on Pinterest. I like put I printed a picture of us and then I put it on a piece of wood and I forget like what I used to seal it, but it like became part of the wood. And then my dad is very handy. So he's the one that like cut the piece of wood to the right size.
He did the actual project.
No, I did it. I did it, Christine. But he drilled a hole then in the middle to put like the little clock hands. And I needed like a little, like a tripod type stand. But I wanted like something cute or like metal to like hold it up nice. And anyway, I got it at Calico Creek.
So who put the numbers on?
I did.
Okay.
I didn't put all the numbers. I just did like a little metallic, like a dash for like the 12, the 3,
This
the
just
6,
sounds
the
like
9.
a project I would do with my dad, which really turns into him doing the project. So that's why I'm asking.
No, I remember like we did do a lot of it together.
It was together. Okay, perfect. Yeah. So yeah, another great local business, Calico Creek. We love it there.
Yeah.
What don't you love?
This is, well, this kind of just ties into our discussion. Because we were talking about things we love, things we don't, and you said road trips.
Yes.
So I don't mind a road trip. I don't know if I like the really long ones. Like I don't think I'd put road trip to South Carolina on like my things I love list.
Well, when the people you love are there, it makes it all the worthwhile. Is that how you say that saying?
I guess so. But one of the things I do really love is Kyle just got a new Jeep. I love the Jeep.
Yes.
But the thing I just don't is driving stick.
Are you not good at it?
I never, ever, ever drove stick.
Oh, I don't know how to either.
I've never done it. And so I decided, my car was in the garage earlier this week. I had made this appointment like 2 weeks ago. So I had told him, like, we'll need to figure something out. I'm going to need a car on this day. So he buys this Jeep last week and is like, oh, well, you can just drive the Jeep when your car's, getting the oil changed.
Did he know you didn't know how to drive stick?
I think that he thought I just said that. But, like, I knew.
Oh.
I'm like, I don't know why you thought I would have just said that. And he's like, well, I guess I just thought, like, you didn't ever have a car that was stick, but, like, you knew how to do it.
You're like, no, I have no idea.
Yeah, like, I actually, when I say I don't know how, like, I have never, ever even needed to. So, like, I've never driven stick. So I practiced, like, all weekend. And when I say all weekend, I mean, like, 2 trips in the car.
2 10-minute trips. Oh, a lot of.
Yeah, I got a lot of practice in.
Okay.
So he was actually going to let me take it out on Monday. And that's why I ended up just canceling the babysitter. I was like, okay, I'm not going anywhere.
Right.
Because it snowed.
Oh, yeah, that's probably not
week.
A good day for you to
Yeah,
learn.
it's April. It snowed. And then I was like, oh, my gosh, I can't drive stick. But in the snow, I got even more intimidated and was just like, nope, not leaving my house. Oh. Not going to try that.
Was he in the car teaching you? Or were you by yourself?
Well, on Monday, I was by myself because he had to take my car to the shop on his way to work. Yeah,
that would
just
stress
needed like
me
an
out.
oil change and stuff, but
don't give up. Keep trying. You can do it.
Well, thank you.
That's my inspiration.
I'm hoping I get it. I mean, once I get started, like once I can get into like second, third, like once I'm moving, I'm fine. It's the stopping and the starting. Like it really is tricky, especially like leaving our neighborhood. It's like a little bit of a hill.
Yeah.
And like we were gonna drive on Easter, on Sunday, we were going to drive from, like, my house to my grandma's, and he's like, okay, like, we can take, like, we'll just go down Oregon Pike. We're not going towards the city. Like, so it's, I mean, we were going from Lancaster to Akron.
Yeah.
A couple of lights. It was fine. But I couldn't get out of our neighborhood.
And that's hard because you're turning from a not busy street onto a very busy street.
Like, all of a sudden, I got really intimidated because it was, like, a lot more traffic. I was like, I've only done this on, like, really back roads. Like, around my parents' house, like, I was cruising. I was doing okay. I don't know. I don't know if it's because I got really nervous or if it's because it was, like, a slight grade going out. So, like, we got into a little fight. We switched at the intersection.
I think it's probably good that you switched. Wait, at the intersection?
Yes, I kept stalling it out, trying to, like, leave the neighborhood. It was so embarrassing. There was a car behind me, like, trying to turn right, and I was trying to turn left. And I was like, I'm just going to wave him around. Right? And he's like, just pull out. I was like, I can't.
Okay, you taught your girls a really important lesson that you don't give up and you try new things.
After switching at the intersection and waiting for an easier place to start.
You'll come back to it and they will see that you did not give up.
Well, we switched then once, like, we had to get gas and then it was like a flat area.
Right.
And so then I did okay. But, yeah, I don't know. I was just so flustered, and I was just getting so aggravated because he was like, why aren't you listening to me? And I was like, I am. Like, my foot is not listening to my brain. Like, I don't know.
I think I've only tried stick once, and I don't remember it being a positive experience. So kudos to you for even trying. And
well, I'm going to keep trying.
Yeah, you got it. And then you let me know how it goes.
I will.
Be safe.
I will try.
So something I don't love that is similar to what you're talking about, having to turn left and right. No, I don't mind people that turn right on red. I don't love people that are too pushy with turning right on red. And I have noticed Rachel's cringing because she feels like I'm talking to her. Maybe I am. Okay, so I notice it a lot more here in Lancaster, and I don't know if people where I came from in New Jersey didn't turn right on red as much. They must have, but here's my problem.
I feel like in New Jersey you don't even need to sometimes because you have all those clover leaves and those weird things we don't have here.
Right. New Jersey has figured it out. So here's what happens. I sometimes will be on a main road and I'm at a green light, but I don't go through the intersection because there's cars there because there's so much traffic and I don't want to block the intersection. And so cars that are coming perpendicular, they will sneak out to turn right on red. When I have the right of way, I'm just not going through because there's no room to go through. And these people are too pushy. And they turn right on red. And
does that bother you?
No, it
Christine's
doesn't.
getting really heated over here.
And every time, and all I do is shake my finger at them or give them a thumbs down because I get frustrated. So yeah, it's not just the turning right on red. It's just when I feel like they're not realizing the whole situation. That's all.
Okay.
So just the next time you turn right on red, just think about that.
Well, I'll make sure I pay attention to the big picture and I'm not like messing anyone else
I
up.
turn right on red a lot. It's just in those traffic situations, I feel like everybody's trying to get somewhere fast and you just got to wait your turn.
No,
so
I do agree. I do agree. That happened to me a little bit today coming home from, I had gotten the baby gift today.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was coming home from the city and Lidditz Pike, Oregon Pike, like I'm just kind of either direction to get to my house is bad at that time. And people that go through the intersection when the light is yellow and it's really trafficy, like twice people were just completely in the intersection.
Well, exactly.
Like if the light's about to turn red and there's a lot of traffic, like you can't just go through because your car is going to be in the middle of the intersection.
And I always think of in New York City, they have actual like lines painted in the middle of the intersection that say don't block the box.
Yeah.
And that's what I think of. Guys, don't block the box.
Well, maybe that's going to be the name of the episode. Don't block the box.
You're going to see me out there with like spray paint in the intersection with a big X saying, don't block this box.
Oh my gosh. I love it.
No, that's just like something I, normally dislike. Not a strong passion.
Not a strong passion? Well, hey, we all have things we like. We all have things we don't like. I love that that's something we've started sharing each week.
Yeah.
We might have to bring back the mom fail of the week again next time.
Because I'm sure I'll have one.
Oh, we all do. But speaking of next week, we have our very first guest. We are super excited. Next week, we're going to be recording with Lori Ressler. Lori is a photographer, and she's the owner of LVR Portraits. I actually connected with her because she's part of the Inspire business community, which is such a great place for networking and just meeting other moms who are also in business, doing their thing and juggling life at the same time. So it'll be great to hear from her. She has some kids that are older than our kids, so she's been doing this a little bit longer.
She's had a lot more milestones than we have.
Yeah.
A lot more ups and downs, I'm sure, that she can share with us. But yeah, we're excited to bring to you, I guess, and somebody else's perspective on just being a working mom.
It'll be really fun. So yeah, be sure to tune in. And before we go, we wanted to share our favorite things.
Favorite things.
What's yours?
Okay, my favorite thing is reality television.
Oh, that's a good one.
And the reason why it's on my mind is because I've really been trying to keep up with American Idol. I don't have regular TV, so I don't have a DVR. I have to watch it on demand. So when I watch it, it's on for like 2 hours straight. And so lately I've just been doing house stuff or lesson plans and just have American Idol in the background. And I'm a little bit less excited about these hosts this season.
Who are the hosts?
To be honest with you.
I haven't watched it.
Lionel Richie, Luke Eldridge, maybe?
Luke Bryant?
Luke Bryant.
He's the only one that I know.
And Katy Perry. They're good. I just feel,
Isn't it usually 4?
It's usually 3. They've had some seasons with 4. And let's just be honest, I really miss Harry Connick Jr.
He was on it?
Oh, he was. And he did an awesome job.
Oh my gosh, I haven't watched in so long. I just remember when it was Simon.
That's a long time ago.
And Randy.
Yes, and Paula.
Yeah, the originals.
A lot of people have come and gone.
The
OG of the AI.
Yeah.
American Idol. But just throwing it out there, also love Survivor, Big Brother when it's on. I do some Housewives. So I'm just a big reality fan. No shame in that.
No shame at all.
That's my favorite thing.
Which is your favorite Housewives?
Oh, okay. I don't know. New York was on today. I like New York. I think
Is it new?
Yes. The new episode is on right now.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even know.
I know. So they had the previous season on, I guess. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it plays like all day. If you have cable, like I'm pretty sure Bravo probably had it playing all day long.
All day. So I don't know. I think it ebbs and flows of who I like. I mean, obviously I like New Jersey because I'm from New Jersey, but I think every city has some winners.
Well, I do like the Beverly Hills the best, I think. And the OC.
They're all so fancy. Oh, the OC.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
They're
it's
the
just
OG.
because they are so fancy. Like,
Yeah. It's
I
just
love
a totally
that,
different
like,
life.
when, like, the New Jersey ladies or what was that one that they did? I don't know if it has many seasons.
Miami.
Potomac.
Oh, I like
Like, when they take a trip somewhere, they go, like, I don't know, somewhere that's really nice.
Yeah.
But then, like, the Beverly Hills housewives go on a trip and they're
Dubai?
like, we're going to Dubai and we're staying in, like, the king's suite.
Oh my goodness, that was
like
crazy.
they just make these other housewives look poor, and they're
I know,
not.
they're not.
Like, they're all rich, but they're just so rich, it's crazy.
I like the Potomac cast. They seemed a little more down to earth. One of them, their daughter went to Penn State.
Really?
I think she's there now. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
So clearly that's one of your favorite things too.
Well, I do like the real. Yeah, I like the Beverly Hills ones a lot.
What is your favorite thing of the week?
My favorite thing of the week is the Jeep.
Oh yes, the Jeep.
I mean, I can't drive stick very well, but I do really like cruising around in the Jeep. It's fun. I love that both the car seats fit in the back, and
That's so good.
We couldn't get another. Yeah, we couldn't have another kid. We could not get a third one in there.
We like our Jeep too much.
But it's fun because, I mean, I drive an Acadia. It has, like, the captain seats, and the girls can't really touch each other. Like, they're far away. There's, like, an aisle in the middle. It's like a minivan, but not. Which is great because our dog can lay between them.
Oh my gosh, you need a whole truck for your dog.
Yeah, he would never fit in the Jeep. But it's cute because in the Jeep, like, they're side by side, and it's so fun. Like, maybe in a couple years they'll drive me crazy because they'll be fighting. But right now they're at, like, a pretty cute age where they do get along, and they're just starting to sort of interact. And, like, Rowan will steal things from Reagan, which is so funny because she's the littler one.
Yeah.
So I'm, like, secretly rooting for her. And sometimes she'll, like, take a toy or something, and I'm like, well, why did you give it to her? Like, she's not that sneaky.
She
like,
can't talk about it, Rowan, but she has a plan.
Yeah, seriously. So the Jeep's been a lot of fun. Like, we went to Chick-fil-A and got milkshakes the other night.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it's a vehicle that we're going to have, like, a lot of cool memories in.
You are, especially when it gets nicer out.
Yes. I
Spring,
can't wait to take the top
on.
off.
Yeah.
The top, not mine. The Jeep top.
I
Don't
love
give
it.
me that look,
No, I
Christine.
just love it. Yeah, it looks like a super fun car.
Yeah.
So anyway,
man, it's getting late.
that was so good. We had so much to talk about. We haven't seen each other in a few days, so I feel like we had to get through a lot.
I feel like the podcast is, like, just as much fun for us as hopefully it is for anyone that listens. Like, the stuff we talk about, like, honestly, when I say how's your week, sometimes I really mean, like,
no,
how's your week? Because I haven't seen you.
I know, tell me everything. But that would be a much longer podcast than we probably want to allot time for.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are so thankful to have you all with us. Thank you for listening, for laughing with us.
Yeah. And remember to tune in the next couple weeks. I'm so excited about the people that we have coming on the show. Shout out Lori. It's going to be a lot of fun next week. And then later this month, we are going to have Maura Clements on the show talking a little bit about maybe getting your wardrobe ready for spring, your home ready for spring. Maura is a professional organizer. That is what she does.
We could all use some advice.
Yeah. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
So check in with our Instagram. We'll definitely be posting about our upcoming guests and continuing to share a little bit of our lives. And moms, in case no one told you yet today, you're doing amazing. Hey moms, we would love to connect with you this week on social media.
You can find us on Instagram at The Thrive Podcast or email us at thrivepodcastlancaster@gmail.com.
For more information on Rachel, you can follow her at Rachel Klein Creative.
And you can get to know Christina a little better at The Whistler Company. We would love to get to know you guys better, and we are always looking for new topics and ideas.